I have become obsessed with Chainsaw Man, and I need to talk about it. This video will be discussing the anime, so spoilers ahead. But we aren't touching the manga, so no worries to you anime-onlys out there. So, hello fellow Chainsaw Man enjoyers.
I know what you are!
With the anime having just wrapped up season 1 and tying a nice little bow on the samurai sword / katana man arc, I've been thinking a lot about the pacing of the anime and what makes it different from other action anime. Honestly, I'd hesitate to even call Chainsaw Man an action anime. Hear me out. I don't think Chainsaw Man is an action anime in the same sense that other more traditional shonen animes are. When I think of shonen action anime, I tend to think of things that follow a formula similar to the likes of Naruto or My Hero Academia. We spend a lot of time on physical training that in turn provides the basis for character growth, and then we see the payoff of all that training and growth in the big battles that often span multiple episodes. And that does not include the lead up and mystery solving that happens before the action really heats up. We watch our protagonists fight for their lives time and time again, and each time we see them learn life lessons and grow as people. Chainsaw Man, however, follows a different formula. The series doesn't linger on fights, and while we have moments of training, we don't actually spend time seeing Denji work towards getting better. We see the moments after, where he and Power discuss ways to outsmart Kishibe. We see their attempts at being smart because in this series, physical ability can only get you so far. You also have to know how to use that physical ability, which is true for other action shonen as well. However, there's more of an emphasis on physical strength being the main way to victory.
Hence we should make use of ours to overcome the lush, yes?
Yeah, okay, I feel that. Damn, I'm feeling smarter just from talking about being smarter.
Chainsaw Man also has a different approach to pacing the big battles. When Denji defeated Samurai Sword, I remember sitting there thinking, is that it? Because I have grown so accustomed to animes devoting so much time, whole episodes or more, to a monumental arc-finishing battle. However, Chainsaw Man opted to spend more time on the lead-up and character moments that happen after the fight. I am well aware that the story for part 1 of Chainsaw Man is very much still ramping up, and I'll probably eat these words when we reach the end of this overarching story. However, comparing other action anime, we can still see a difference in pacing. We got to sit in moments like Aki and Angel's first interaction.
そこの君、ハンカチ持ってない。よく僕に近づけるね。触れられたら寿命短くなるのに。
布越しだったら大丈夫なんだろう。
Or Denji and Power on the elevator going to find the samurai sword.
Get
はあ、肉は肉じゃろ。豚も牛も人も同じじゃ。
全然違うね。俺たちの仕事はサムライソードを捕まえることだ。捕まえても食うんじゃねえぞ。
These kinds of character moments tend to be understated in other action shonen series I have seen, and it's nice seeing Chainsaw Man take a slower pace during these scenes. I feel like this really allows for us to have a more human understanding and connection with these characters. They feel like they exist beyond the scenes we see them in, because so many of the things we see them do are small, day-to-day interactions that could happen anywhere at any time, not just in show-stopping battle. To show how Chainsaw Man differs from other action-based shonen, I'm going to take a look at Demon Slayer and compare the two shows. Slight spoilers for season 1 of Demon Slayer, by the way. In Demon Slayer, we spend a lot of time seeing how each of the main characters have grown based on their performance and attitudes during the big battles. We are shown how close the main cast has grown together by the way they interact and care about one another during the heat of battle. Also, a lot of the character growth that does take place in between the fights is initially set up during a battle. In Demon Slayer, an arc that I feel could be comparable to the Samurai Sword arc in Chainsaw Man is the Suzumi Mansion arc. During this, Tanjiro is going out on one of his first official demon slaying missions, similar to how Denji's first big official mission is handling the Samurai Sword. I know it's not his first mission, but it is the first one that's a big deal. And the Suzumi Mansion arc is Tanjiro's first time really being able to prove himself as a demon slayer after he's passed the exam and everything. During the Suzumi Mansion arc, Tanjiro and Zenitsu encounter demons as they figure out what's going on in the mansion and eventually split up to do their own battles. The story beats of this arc center around the mystery of what demon is causing the house to shift and how they can defeat it. However, in Chainsaw Man's Samurai Sword arc, everything is much more direct. The story beats instead focus more on how the characters are recovering and interacting with one another after getting attacked out of the blue. The path to defeating Samurai Sword is also more direct and not the actual focus of the story. We see Denji literally ride an elevator up to Samurai Sword and boom, it's fight time. Instead of fighting their way through one physical conflict after another and having to solve a mystery in the process, the action in Chainsaw Man is more like a sudden burst instead of a constant factor, like in Demon Slayer. Sure, Demon Slayer has its downtime, but that's usually reserved for after an arc finishes or the very start of a new arc. Most action-based anime explore their character beats and growth in battle, and we see very little exploration outside of the story-defining action scenes. Chainsaw Man spends time letting the characters simmer in the in-between moments. We run through the battles to spend time with the little interactions. For example, we can see that Aki and Denji have warmed up to one another during moments like the one after Samurai Sword is defeated, and they unleash what the fandom likes to call the testicle devil on him in Himeno's memory. A moment seemingly small and worthless shows us how much Aki and Denji have really started to get to know each other and get used to each other's company. And it shows that Denji is starting to care for those around him, despite having a prior monologue about how he wouldn't feel sad if his friends died because he didn't feel the full weight of grief for Himeno, a woman he was really and truly just starting to get to know.
I haven't, cried at all. I was pretty damn sad when Pochita died. But I don't feel nothing for Himeno. Huh. She was the first person ever who called herself my friend, too. Am I a stone-cold piece of shit? Would I cry if Power died? Nah, I don't think so. Can't see myself getting teary-eyed over Haya Captain either.
Is now a good time to remind y'all that this video is just covering the anime, so please keep manga spoilers to a minimum. Thanks. I am also still making my way through the manga as well. The action in Chainsaw Man is undeniable. However, the focus of the series is more on the drama and comedy between the characters, and that's what sets it apart from other shonen action series. And that is why I don't think Chainsaw Man is an action series, at least not as its main genre. It's more of a drama and comedy than it is an action. Was that a hot take? Do people agree with me? I asked one of my IRL friends of what they thought about Chainsaw Man, and they kind of had the same thoughts as me, so I feel pretty confident in what I've said in this video. If you disagree with me, let me know why. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for checking this out, and I will catch you all in the next one.